this isn't normally a take I do. I'm gonna talk about race baiting, right? We the people and our emotions is where the money is made, right? They say that all publicity is good publicity. Sorry, I have a hard time saying that word. These people know, right? These sellouts know. These major media influencers are all sellouts, right? They have the opportunity to speak to the masses, right? How they get those platforms, right? Fraternities, sororities, connections, etc., right? Because they have a deeper agenda, right? Making money off of the masses, right? So, with that being said, that's why hot topics like race, politics, and sports, right, is where the most of the revenue comes from. Oh yeah, war. Come up with an excuse to go invade a country just so you can get their oil, but have a different label as to why you really did it when you know why you really did it. And you can only see that if you're not ignorant and closed-minded, right, and have a bunch of biases. If you can't see that it's all rigged, sports, politics, everything, right, is all rigged, right, according to our emotions. How they see people react, the triggers, right, what they see people move according to, what they see people commenting to. That's why they got all these data centers they're building, because they're trying to study the people. This is why I do not get emotionally invested in sports. I played football, it was fun, I loved it, right? But I loved it in its pure state, when it's pure. But as I got older, the more I pay attention, the more I realized, wow, this sport is really rigged. Matter of fact, all professional sports are rigged. Politics are rigged, completely rigged, right? The storyline, the narrative, like the solution, like if you pay attention, if you really pay attention, you can see how all parties are geared in a way where it's like, it looks like it makes you confident, like, oh, a solution could be made. But if you really pay attention, nothing really ever gets resolved, right? They're just dragging us along, right? It's all a storyline. It all caters to a different type of person. This type of person is more inclined to follow this type of person. They study the people, right? And they know how to create a party based off of this type of people's personality, mentality. Then they create another party based off of this type of person's mentality, personality, right? with a bunch of beliefs that they go by that literally can cater to anybody. And the reason there's conflict is because there's room for error in both. There's flaws in error. They're like, well, you need to pick one. You can't be perfect, when they have the money and the resources and the influence to help the people live a life that will completely help them be free. So they are lying. So no, as a follower of Christ, I don't idolize one team, all right? I value the sport as a whole, whichever sport I'm watching, right? I'm not political. I don't follow a party. I don't follow a leader of nothing, right? I follow Christ. And I don't focus on race. I focus on the things of the spirit.